Hello and welcome to this new I Played Against video. Today we will play against Brady Smith, a really good player. He had a top cut in LAIC in this season. I think he finished top 16. He also had a top 8 finish in one of the grand challenges. He won 2 regionals already, and he also has a top cut in Worlds in 2022. So he is a really good player, but what makes him special is that he is a full-time Pokemon coach, Pokemon writer. Like, he writes articles about Pokemon if you want to know more stuff and how you play certain Pokemon. He is a person you can reach out to. He also does a lot of coaching, and overall he provides a lot of stuff for the community, and that's why he is a professional Pokemon player, because he also does that for a living, and that makes him very special. And today we are trying out a Calyrex Ice Lunala team, but it's not hard Trick Room, because once you hear Cali Ice Lunala, you might think of something like Indeedee, Ursaluna, Torkoal kind of stuff, but we are running a more of balanced approach, because this team was able to win a bigger online tournament on Limitless. There was an 86-person tournament, I think, and this team was the one that won it all, and that's why I wanted to try it out, because the meta is fresh. I want to see how well I can play with the stuff that seems to work well, and we can figure out if this is a team that where it makes sense, if it's worth to explore more on, or if I say no, this restricted duo, it just doesn't fit me. One best of 3 doesn't decide everything, but I still wanted to give it a try. You know it will. So let's talk about the team now. First, Calyrex Ice. Pretty standard. Terra, Water, Glacial Lens, High Horsepower, Trick Room, Protect. You really want a water resist Terra, especially if you set up Rain, because Urshifu Rapid Strike is still one of the most used Pokemon. And you have a choice between grass and water, but the good part about water is that you then resist fire type moves, which is very important in the current regulation, because we have Chi-Yu with a lot of usage, Ogapon Halflame, we've got even Koraidon as a restricted, so Terra Water just makes sense as a defensive Terra, and that investment is really cool, because I didn't want to run min speed, because I thought a little bit of speed to maybe speed creep some Iron Hands or other Cali Ice can be nice, because then they are forced to click Trick Room if they want to outspeed me, and if they don't click Trick Room, I am faster. That's the thought behind it. And the special defense bulk makes sure that we survive a Meteor Beam from Lunala, as well as an Electro Drift or Draco Meteor from Choice Specs Miraidon, as well as a Life Orb Max Special Attack Astral Barrage from Shadow Rider. So a lot of stuff you want to invest to, and that's why we have so much special defense. And I think Calyrex Ice is a fraud in Reg I. That's what I said in the beginning. I think Reg I is not kind to Cali Ice, but maybe I just have to try it and find out myself if it is really that bad. And we still get the jump point in attack, and it's still a good Pokemon. It's Calyrex. You have to decide if you want to run high horsepower or close combat. High horsepower is really good if you want to have a single target move that's stronger into stuff like Iron Hands, for example, and you also hit fire types as well, and that's why we currently have high horsepower over CC on this set. The best partner, or one of the best partners, seems to be Lunala, but it's not a White Guard Lunala. Instead, it's a Cormite Lunala, a more of setup sweeper with redirection on Ogapon, with Fake Out on Rillaboom. Maybe we can get some Cormites up and then sweep our opponent with a Lunala. We have an HP number where we get extra recovery with leftovers and grassy terrain. A lot of defense where this defense makes sure that we survive 2 Surging Strikes from Urshifu Rapid Strike, even if the second Surging Strikes is Terra Stellar boosted or Terra Water boosted. We are running 108 Modest. I really wanted to hit the jump point in 100 Modest, but since we're running Cormite, I thought an even number is better, and that's why we are running 108 and 12 speed. It's a very slow Lunala. You can definitely run more speed if you want, but there was not a lot in the speed range where I thought it makes sense to outspeed both, because we have like Modest Pelipper with 117, and then maybe some Terrapagos, Rillaboom, and so on run 118, and then what's next? Max Speed Modest Raging Bolt is probably not a thing yet in Regulation I, and then there's like Timid Pelipper with 128. I don't really care about that one. Then Goldango, very bulky Urshifu, no speed Ogerpon, all don't seem to exist, and that's why I decided to run 119 speed. Interestingly enough, you see no Psychic move on both Kelly Ice and Lunala, but Moonblast just makes more sense to hit Dark types with it, and especially if you terrestrialize defensively with Terra Fairy, it's also an offensive boost, so you can hit stuff like Miraidon for more damage, and that's why we have Terra Fairy Moonblast instead of something like Terra Water, Psy Shock, or Psy Kick. Really curious if this setup Lunala works well with the Trick Room Kali Ice. I think it can, but we gotta see today. Next up, Choice Scarf Urshifu Rapid Strike. Coaching is interesting because you can coach also Ogerpon and Rillaboom, but mainly Kali Ice. We know from Regulation G that coaching plus Kali Ice was one of the main strats to play it. But you can also coach your Lunala. So you get defense boosts, you can boost your special defense with Call Might, and then you create this unbeatable machine, which also gets grassy terrain recovery from Rillaboom, redirection support from Ogerpon, so it makes sense. You don't really need Aqua Jet if you're Choice Scarf, you might think. Sometimes there are scenarios where even on Choice Scarf, Aqua Jet can be good. Stuff again like Speed Booster, Flutter Mane on 1 HP because of Focus Sash, Choice Scarf Chiyu, Choice Scarf Landorus, all these Pokemon you really like Aqua Jet for, but instead we are running Choice Scarf with Coaching, which can also work well. It's the same threat as always. Surviving in the Astral Barrage from Shadow Rider is pretty nice. Jump point and attack, makes speed to be 1 point faster than Kelly Shadow. What should I say? It's Urshifu. Nothing too special. What is more special is the Pelipper row. It is Focus Sash, but still very slow. Since we don't have Icy Wind, Tailwind, we don't have the form of positive speed control, but negative speed control kind of with Trick Room. And that's why I wanted to run a more bulky Pelipper, because this Pelipper survives 2 non-Terrestrial Earth Power from Terrapagos, as well as 2 like +1 Earth Power, as well as no boost Terra Stellar Earth Power if we go Terra Ghost. Because if we go Terra Ghost with Pelipper, since we have White Guard, Terrapagos cannot touch us at all. Some don't even play Earth Power, they play Substitute instead, and then they are hard walled by Pelipper. But since some of them are also run Earth Power, I really wanted to survive 2 Earth Power from either, as I said, +1 non-Terra or ±0 Terra Stellar Earth Power. We still have a lot of special attack. We get the bump and 91 speed. I made my math, and I think Incineroar, you can say you want to underspeed it, so if Trick Room goes up, you have a double up with Glacial Lance Weather Ball, but I wanted to create a speed sandwich with Kelly Ice and Pelipper, and if players decide to go for 188 Impish for the Searching Strikes calc from Urshifu, and they want 244 HP, because I think everybody should run 244 or 252, then they have 244 HP, 188 defense, and I think they have 76 left then, which is 90 speed on Incineroar. Let me think. Yeah, that should be about right what I said. Yeah, they have 76 left. If they go 76 speed, they hit a speed stat of 90, and then Pelipper has 91. Very complex, but I hope you understood what I was referring to, and that's why we have also 91 speed on this Pelipper. It sounds contradictory. is that even a word? I don't know. To play no speed and max HP almost on your focus / Pelipper. But trust me, I just told you the reason, and I hope it will work. It could also backfire a lot, but I trust him with Pelipper. And AV Rillaboom, Terra Fire this time, not Terra Water, but it's the same spread as always. This is the best Rillaboom spread. If I see someone not running this Rillaboom spread, I get seriously mad. If you want to know more about this spread, you can check out the other videos as well. But mainly you survive a Helping Hand, Timid, Specs Draco from Miraidon in grassy terrain. You survive a modest Specs Draco in electric terrain. You survive 2 Ice Beam from Kyogre. There's a lot of stuff. Just trust me there. This is the best Rillaboom spread ever made. If you wanna speed creep me, go ahead. This is still the better spread. What should I say? But yeah. And then this Ogerpon, it's a spread I've never ever used. And you could say this is a spread you could have used in Reg G, but I didn't. This spread survives Surging Strikes from Urshifu in Rain. Since we set up the Rain ourselves, and players might pair Urshifu with Kyogre, or even Pelipper might see some usage in Regulation I really wanted to survive Rain boosted Surging Strikes from Urshifu, and that's why we need 148 defense. But at the same time, I also wanted to outspeed max speed Kyogre, so I can threaten a Wood Hammer on it. And that's why we are running 108 Jolly. 100 Jolly is also enough, but since Kyogre hits 156 speed. But that's why I want to run 158, because some other Ogerpon or maybe, I don't know, what else could run 157? I know that the base 105 Pokemon, if they run an Adamant Modest Nature, for example, they also hit 157. Pokemon like that are, for example, Lilligant Hisui. I don't know. But better safe than sorry. But Ogerpon Cornerstone and other Ogerpon can definitely run 157, and that's why we are running 158. We have Ivy Catcher and Wood Hammer, because Horn Leech without intake investment is just very weak. But with Wood Hammer we can still get the KOs on Kyogre, on Urshifu Rapid Strike, and even more. And it's a very interesting team, and also different looking than all the other Reg I teams I've seen so far, and that's why I'm really excited to try it out today. Let's see what Brady uses, and let's see if I can beat him as well, because I think my current record against the best players is 14-4, which is insane, but I still want to improve. There is no ceiling, so let's win this today. Alrighty, today I will use a random track because we are full of randomness. Let's see, oh, not none, random, and let's do it. Have fun to Brady, and he is using, let me open it, he is using, oh my god, it's support Shadow Rider, but also not Iron Defense Zamazenta. The setup is on the Raging Bolt. You can find the team in the description below as always, and Heavy Slam is also max power against my Lunala, so I cannot easily set up against Zamazenta, I think. Yeah, Heavy Slam is 120 base power, that's a lot. And we don't have Intimidate, oh my god. And Ice Rider, the Zama matchup in general is bad, I think. Okay, Zama Kelly Shadow is annoying because Astral Barrage plus Heavy Slam picks kind of everything. We've got Urshifu, but he also has double Fake Out and Ogerpon Wellspring. Man, he could bring everything. I don't think he brings Raging Bolt, because Raging Bolt loses the CM War against Lunala, and I've also got Kelly Ice. Oh, okay. We don't have Terra Ghost on Urshifu, so he could leave with Calyrex Incin. Calyrex Incin. Calyrex Incin is annoying. I think I will start with Lunala and Shifu. No, Lunala, Ogerpon, and I bring Shifu, Kelly Ice in the back. Why did I not bring Pelly again? Pelly is... Pelly with Terra Ghost would have been a fine lead. We've also got White card as well. Ah, might be a slight mistake, but I feel like the lead I chose is fine. Okay, just carry Zama. Do I survive heavy if I go Terra with my Lunala? How much does a heavy slam do? Without Shadow Shield? 73 max. Does Shadow Rider do 27? It does not. So I could double up on the Shadow Rider. But the Zama is a bigger problem. I've got Urshifu. It's interesting that he led with this, because I've got Scarf Urshifu. Okay, you know what? I think it's good to get as much damage as possible on the Zama, so that I can win with Ice Rider. I go for Ivy Catch Moonblast just in case he goes Terra Dragon, predicting me to go Terra Fire. But since he has Sash, he should always die to... He never dies to Surging Strikes, but he has to respect a Pelipper switch. Yeah, this is Astral Barrage Heavy Slam, or does he body press my Ogapon? Heavy Slam, yeah. We survive that. Maybe I should have chipped the Shadow Rider. Because this now does not KO. But it puts Zama in Surging Strike's range as well. The problem is I have no damage on the Shadow Rider. Yeah, I just lost the game. Unless he predicts me to have Pelipper in the bag. Because the problem is... he gets a KO with his Astral Barrage now. I go Urshifu. And I can threaten the Surging Strikes on the Shadow Rider, but I do not KO Shadow Rider. So... yeah. Do I keep Ogapon? Yeah, I keep Ogapon and not Lunala. So I just Moongeist Beam, Spiky Shield. My game plan was not good. Yeah, and now he can also get Fake Out. Yeah, that's over. That is actually just over. I will still play it out, but at that point I cannot win any more. Because if I go Urshifu now, the only way I can win is that he fumbles. Like, he has to fumble like crazy. Yeah, that was just poorly played. I didn't see like the correct line. Zama Shadow Rider is just... it's the most played restricted though, but I don't know what I can do against that. Like, honestly, I guess I have to lead Urshifu Pelly and just go for Surging Strikes, Hurricane. But if he leads with Fake Out as Astral Barrage... So I go to Ice Rider here. I go for Protect, toss Ogapon, and then I go into Urshifu. Maybe he switches Calyrex, and then even if he switches Calyrex, I cannot win. It's like my only option, I know, and I will still play it out, but that was rough. Okay, I think I've never lost in one turn. Like, after the turn one, I saw the leads, and I was thinking about everything, but I could not switch on the Astral Barrage, obviously. I couldn't, like... there was nothing I could do. Yeah. Actually Fake Out into that slot. Oh. Wait, I could have Trick Roomed! What? He gave me the free Trick Room. He read my... What? He gave me an opening. Why did he do that? Astral Barrage just KOs me. What? If I click Trick Room here, yes, I get burned, but then I have Glacial Lens Ivy Cudgel spam. And I KO Calyrex. What? That is crazy. He messed up badly. Maybe he goes for... now he will always click. Strawbrush Woodhammer. I don't know. Okay. He didn't Terra Ghost, but the Strawbrush still KOs me. Yeah. Why did he click Will-O-Wisp? He also risked a miss. If he misses, it's instant over. What? Why did he click Will-O-Wisp? If you click... What? What? Why did he do that? I mean, yeah, you could say my protect was obvious, but at that point it was lost either way. If he just clicks Strawbrush, but he clicked Will-O-Wisp? Oh my god. Just Strawbrush Woodhammer was so free. Instead he goes for Fake or Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp miss, I always win, I think. And if I have got no words. Maybe he Terras Rillaboom, switches Calyrex. Boom. I don't understand. Should have clicked CC, I guess. Why is he playing like this? It doesn't make sense! Just a Strawbrush! Surging Strikes cannot quit. Why? I am confused. I am honestly confused. He's toying with me. He's definitely toying with me. I cannot grasp what he's going for. Now I will surrender. Or maybe he just keeps fumbling. But like, he just has to click a Strawbrush. It doesn't matter what he clicks with Ogerpon because Surging Strikes does not KO Calyrex. Maybe he goes for Protect with Calyrex. Yeah, Protect with Calyrex. Boom. No, now he goes for Terra Ghost, Astral, follow me. Like, I've got 0 words. I've literally got 0 words. He disrespected me. I know that I lost after turn 1, but you don't have to disrespect me like that. I'm genuinely a little mad. Like, or what's his plan? His plan is to make me mad so I play worse in game 2. Oh my god, makes sense. Okay. Why is my team Shadow Rider food? Like, Rillaboom and Pelly are also not amazing. Ha! Ha 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 ha. Anyways. If I lead with Urshifu, he can just... I guess Urshifu Pelly is a good lead against what he brought. I got... he... Oh my god. Anyways. Okay. Game 2. So if he leads the same, I have to lead with Ursh Pelly. So I immediately get a KO with Surging Strikes Hurricane. But if he switches, I lose too much momentum. That is super rough. How did this team win a huge online tournament? Maybe I'm not seeing the line. I could also lead like this, click Fake Out U-turn, and then I still don't know how to win. I guess I can KO Ogerpon with Grassy instead of Calm Mind. I think it's gotta be like this. I play a certain line that definitely is not going to work. It only works if he leads Kelly Zama again. Surely he switches Kelly, right? Kelly Willa. That's not good. He has the faster Willa, right? Okay, my Willa moved first. Okay, so did he bring Ogre Pawn? I can fake out and Terra searching, but he knows that. So if I predict the Ogre Pawn, I can go for fake out, U-turn. Let's say he stays. What happens if I U-turn? He clicks Astral Barrage, I lose everything. Maybe he didn't bring Ogre Pawn. I cannot do that. But he played so weird. I get rid of Calyrex in turn 1. Oh my god. He is throwing. Or maybe he over-predicted. Terra Water Searching Strikes has a 96% chance to KO. He also tried to fake out. Maybe he didn't see that my ability triggered before his. It KOs, right? Come on, Urshifu! Urshifu! See! Okay, but this only works in one game. Like, how am I supposed to win game 3? Okay, stay calm and collected. This is crazy. Oh, he bought Raging Bolt. That's fine. I've got Calm Mind Lunala. Well, I don't have Terra Fairy anymore. I can Searching Strikes U-turn Gorilla Boom. Like, I don't need Urshifu at that point. He probably brought Zama in the back. So I have to win the Calm Mind War, which I probably lose. He still has Terra. Yeah, I just Searching U-turn Gorilla. U-turn Willa, Searching Willa. He clicks Calm Mind U-turn himself. I unfortunately do not quite KO the Willa. I would take a U-turn crit now, honestly. Okay, we are probably also not speed tying. We didn't get the crit, which is fine. It all depends on Lunala, if Lunala can do enough to win me the game. Yeah, U-turn Calm Mind. But we get back to Shadow Shield. I don't even know why he changed his game plan after the game 1. Oh, he bought Ogre Pawn. No Zama. No Zama? Oh my god. Calm Mind switched. He has Taunt. Moonguy's Beam Ogre Pawn. Switch to Willa. Fake out. Bolt. Moonguy's Beam again. Yeah. He can also Terra the Ogre Pawn to stay longer on the field, because then he gets a special defense boost. I think we lose this, which is crazy after that turn 1. Yeah, Taunt. I wish I had Kelly Ice now, because if I had Kelly Ice, I could just click Glacial. Oh, he has Max Spadef. Oh my god. Well, if he Terras Ogre Pawn, he dies to Grassy Glide. I needed Kelly Ice. Having Pelipper now is just terrible. Okay, he's spiky shields. I can double up on that slot, but the problem is he can. I should have Moonblasted the Raging Bolt. He can switch to Willa. Or he can break my Shadow Shield with Moongeist Beam, with Ivy Cudgel, and then +2 Dragon Pulse is going to hurt. Do I KO the Ogre with Moongeist Beam? And with Moongeist Beam U-turn? I think I do, and he's not going to Terra here. I have to U-turn if... Yeah, I have to U-turn. Moongeist Beam U-turn, he double attacks my Lunala, goes into Rilla. I go... Okay. Yeah. It's looking really bleak, but I'm trying. That's all I can say. I am trying. Yeah, that's what I expected, honestly. I mean, if I expect that, I could have Moonblasted the Rilla and fished for a drop. So yeah. Moonblasted the Bolt. Man, if I had Ice Rider now, I could just go Urshifu here, toss Urshifu, go into Ice Rider, click Glacial Lance. It would be so easy. I did not expect him to bring Bolt after he benched it in game 1. This is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Not gonna lie. Yeah, we were able to shook off a taunt. Yippee. Man, Max Spedev Ogre. Are you kidding me? He could go for Taunt Thunderclap, but then he gives me the opportunity to switch into Willa. You know what? I go for Moongeist Beam U-turn. If he goes for Thunderclap, I get the Moongeist Beam off. He is in Willa range. I can switch Lunala to Pelly. If he goes for something like Ivy Cudgel Dragon Pulse into Lunala, if he KOs Lunala, that's fine, because then I KO the Ogre, and then I have Fake Out, Close Combat. Yeah. So Moongeist Beam Ogre, U-turn, Ogre. He doesn't clap, okay. Would CC have CC would have not KO'd, right? Was she for Rapid Strike? This U-turn did like 50. CC could have KO'd. CC does like 15% more. Should have CC'd. If he has no bulk, like if he is just max HP, not physical defense, no physical defense investment, it does 69 to 82. So if I CC and it KOs, CC Core Might always wins the game. Literally always. But I can go to Rilla now. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. He wants to KO the Lunala. I respect that. He can still go... he can still go Terra Fairy, but then the Wood Hammer is stronger. Is that even good? I'm honestly not too sure about that. Core Mind Fake Out, Moonblast U-turn. Or do I play on timer again? I saw your feedback in the last I played against video. But I think this game is just 10 minutes long. There's no way I can stall another 10 minutes, right? I mean, that fake out did a ton. No Ice Rider is so bad. Okay. It's whatever now. We focus on the here and now. Well, grassy terrain is not helping me at all. Okay, so I click Moonblast, U-turn. Let's say he clicks Thunderclap. Then I get Urshifu in next to Brilla. I can go for Fake Out Close Combat because if he goes Terra Fairy, I have a very strong Wood Hammer. So if he clicks Dragon Pulse into Rilla, I switch Rilla into Pelipper, lose my Sash, go for another Moonblast, probably switch back to Rilla. Yeah. That is really good. I also get the rain up, which can help me. So Moonblast, U-turn. No Thunderclap. Drop. No drop. I go to Pally now. I could also coach my Rilla. What if he Dragon Pulses my Lunala? That would be bad. Okay, nice. Now I can Moonblast, switch back to Rilla. Yeah. Yeah. Or is it better if I click Protect switch to Rilla, then I can go for Fake Out CM? Nah, I think Moonblasting is better. Yeah. For sure. No Thunderclap again. No drop again. But now I can go for Fake Out Core Mind again. And then I have Moonblast U-turn. I win this. Oh, that was crazy. Do I need the Ice Rider? I still don't know how I beat Shadow Rider Zama, guys. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. That's what's so cool about these games. Like, you can always talk about your lines as well, and I really appreciate all of that. So I Core Mind, Fake Out. Now I get that is actually a good play because the extra damage could matter in the long run. At this point, I think I go for Moongeist Beam. What if he Terrors now? Yeah, I think I can go for Moongeist Beam. Well, if I force the Terror, I've got Wood Hammer and Searching Strikes. So I think it's Moonblast U-turn. I should also be out of range for Thunderclap with my Lunala. Grassy Terrain ends. I think that's better for me. Moonblast U-turn. Yeah. Interesting game plan he picked in game 2. Also interesting game plan from... Oh, should have Moongeist beamed! Ah! I mean, it's fine. Because now I U-turn into Urshifu. If he Dragon Pulses with Rillaboom slot, I win with Rilla Lunala. If he Dragon Pulses with Lunala slot, I've got Okay, we also get the drop. That's sweet. I think none of that matters at that point. Because I can just go to Urshifu now. If he KOs Lunala, fake out Searching Strikes. If he KOs Urshifu, fake out Core Mind into Moonguy's Beamboard's Hammer. So, yeah. Why did I bring Pelly again? I think I wanted to threaten... Oh no, my battery is fading. That's rough. But yeah, now I just click Searching Strikes. Moonguy's Beam. Yeah, it's always over. Do we think my battery will last? Like, this was the first time it popped up. Do we think it will last for game 3? Hopefully. Okay. I mean, he played it a little weird again. Oh my god, I thought I need 2 hits, but Urshifu is too strong. So, what is our conclusion out of this game? He tossed Kelly Shadowing turn 1. Our Willa is faster than his Willa, and we only have 12 speed EVs. So he either has 0 or 4, or maybe it's still a speed tie, and I want the ability speed tie, the fake out speed tie in turn 1, the U-turn speed tie in turn 2. I think it is just slower than my Willa. I guess I could lead something like... I could lead Ice Rider Urshifu. Okay, let's think about this. Cause Surging Strikes Glacier picks kind of everything. I mean, that lead doesn't seem to be bad. What about Urshifu Lunala? Let's say he leads Willa Shadow Rider again. Then he has Fake Out into Shifu Astral Barrage, which isn't great by any means. But maybe I can do something like switch Urshifu to Willa, Terra Fairy Moonguy's Beam, bring the Calyrex in range for Grassy Glide. Now I think I like the Willa Ice Rider plan a little more. The Shifu Ice Rider plan. Well, same thing, if he leads that stuff again, he has Fake Out Astral Barrage, but I survive an Astral Barrage. Does he commit Terra Ghost turn 1? He could, but I can switch to Willa on my Shifu slot, and I bring either Ogapon or Lunala. Lunala can be good in an endgame, but Ogapon has redirection and threatens Willa a little more, but I think I will go with this. Okay, if he leads no Shadow Rider, he has 4 physical attackers and Raging Bull. Against pretty much everything I can go for Coaching Glacial Lance. I know Zama and stuff, but for now, I think this is not a bad plan. Yeah, here we go again. And honestly, Terra Water Searching is so obvious. Is he going to risk his Shadow Rider? Like, I can go for U-turn Glacier. If he switches to Ogapon, it dies. I get +1 attack. Well, if he switches and I go for coaching, he is screwed. I could also go for, like, coaching Terra Water Trick Room. I have a feeling that he stays again, because otherwise he would give me so many free turns. I should have U-turn Glacial, right? Nice! Okay, we get rid of the Shadow Rider in turn 1 again. Now, High Horsepower obviously would have been better than Glacial Lance, but if he switches into Ogapon, I still get a ton of damage on Ogapon. I KO Rillaboom, and that's why I played it that way. He probably body presses my Calyrex. Oh, please be enough. Please be enough. Okay. Yeah, he body presses my Calyrex as expected. Ah, single target Glacial Lance, Bob. Chip damage. Okay. Now I might just win with Lunala. He goes to Ogerpon. Isn't this just Surging Strikes into Zama and Glacial Lance? Cause if he goes for Follow Me, it's fine. If he cannot KO my Urshifu, so I think that is correct. If I lose Ice Rider, that's okay. I could also go for something like a double switch, but I don't want to chip my. I don't want Rilla to get chipped. I guess I can do this. If he clicks Follow Me, I force him to click Follow Me. Surging Glacier, man, Surging Glacier. But that's still alright. Yeah. Now I Surging that slot and Moongeist that slot as well. He could click Follow Me again, but that is fine. He goes Terra Dragon. Should have Moonblasted, but I think that is like, I'm not losing a ton here. That is decent damage. This is probably Body Press into Shifu plus Taunt. Or maybe he doubles the Lunala with Heavy Slam Ivy Catcher? Okay, Heavy Slam, Taunt or Ivy Catcher? Ivy Catcher. Okay. This is close combat range, so now I can switch Urshifu to Willa, Protect, Fake Out, Moongeist Beam, yeah. He could target my Willa now. Wait, can I not just click? Nah, Searching Strikes Moongeist Beam if he clicks Follow Me is kinda whack. Willa switch. I could go for Moongeist Beam and not Protect. And then I have Fake Out Close Combat, technically. Close Combat even after Grassy Terrain KOs with Zama here. But I like Protect a little more, because Lunala just wins me the game. Body Press into the slot. He could go for Follow Me Body Press, don't get me wrong. Yeah, Follow Me, and that means he Body Presses with Shifu. Ah. No! Okay, Brady goes for some really weird plays. Not gonna lie. Now I U-turn the Ogerpon and Moongeist with Zama. What if he doubles my Lunala? It doesn't KO. Yeah. Okay, Protect switch into Willa was obvious. Could have hard-read that, but there's just no need. Cause now... Yeah. Now I can go to Ice Rider, and I can always click Moongeist Beam into Zama plus Glacial Lance. Yeah, he can, like, his Zama dies this turn, no matter what. Or he switches to Ogerpon when the Ogerpon dies, and the Willa doesn't do anything. Yeah. he can go for, I don't know what, fake out into Kelly, switch into Ogre-Pawn, and then next turn I can just go for Glacial Lance Calm Mind, because he is forced to double attack with Kelly. But if he doesn't double attack with Kelly, I get a KO with Glacial Lance. If he double attacks with Kelly, I get the Calm Mind, so that Moongeist Beam 2-hit KOs Ogre-Pawn. Like, it should be over at that point. I don't want to jinx it, but this is Glacial Lance, Moongeist Beam into Zama. He cannot fake out the Lunala. If he white guards, as I said, the Zama drops. My adjustments were really good. My game 1 was terrible. Like, I lost after turn 1. I lost on the lead. Literally, I had no play to get out of there. Okay, he tried the double. Actually, that would have been a... I don't know if it would have been a good play, because then I still get the Glacial Lance off on the other slot. Like, it was a good attempt, but I think at that point it was over regardless. But what I wanted to say is, I chose a lead, and he just led with a restricted duo, and I couldn't do anything. I will never do that again. Honestly, I will never do that again. And since he U-turned, let's say he gets the double protect, I get the spread Glacial Lance on the Ogre-Pawn, but that should put Ogre-Pawn in Moongeist Beam range. So next turn, I can just click Glacial Lance, Moongeist Beam again into the Zama. If he clicks Follow Me, I think this is not even Body Press range after Grassy Terrain Recovery. Yeah, I think... as far as I can tell, I can also, if he has Ogre-Pawn Zama as a board and KOs my Kelly Ice with Body Press, then I still have Close Combat, KO, Moongeist Beam, KO. He can, again, switch to Willa and stuff, but then my Lunala gets back to full life Shadow Shield. You know, at that point it was over, even if he gets the double. Good attempt, but yeah. Now let's do not troll. Protect, cause afterwards he can KO Kelly Ice, Grassy Terrain ends, I KO Ogre-Pawn with U-turn from Urshifu, yeah. He can also surrender. Okay, he still plays it out. I respect that, because this is more watch time. No, just kidding. I think he made some really risky plays. I made risky plays as well, like Terra Water searching into Shadow Rider both games was crazy, but if I U-turn Glacial, turn 1, and that's probably what he expected. If I U-turn Glacial, and he switches to Ogre-Pawn, and Ogre-Pawn dies turn 1, afterwards, he cannot really stop Terra Water Searching Strike spam anymore. I guess he still has Rilla, but it would be really hard for him to win at that point. But yeah, this is Glacial Lance and Moongeist Beam into Rilla. Okay, he doubles with Kelly Ice, fair enough. I could have Moongeist Beamed the Wellspring, but the Wellspring probably survives a Moongeist Beam, but the Wellspring does not survive a close combat. So now I can go to Urshifu, Grassy Terrain expired, so he cannot even get a Grassy Glide crit on my Urshifu. CC is more than enough to KO. I could also click U-turn, but what if U-turn isn't enough? I guess I still win. I have Shadow Shield Lunala. But yeah, all my Pokemon are full life. But that doesn't mean that Brady didn't play well. I think he made some questionable turns in game 1. I don't know if his game plan really was to tilt me. Maybe he forgot that I had no Terra available, because I Terra ferried the Lunala in the early game, right? And if I had Terra available, I could click Terra Water Searching and KO the Shadow Rider Web Ray, because that's something you need to keep in mind. Shadow Rider survives a non-boosted, like Mystic Water, Terra Stellar, Terra Water, Rain, Terra, like unboosted Searching Strikes never KOs Shadow Rider. Does Moongeist Beam KO? I don't think so, so he gets the KO on the Urshifu with Woodhammer. Yes, okay. Okay, he U-turned, never mind. GG's to Brady. I am not a big fan of Lunala Ice Rider yet. But the weakness to Shadow Rider is just too big, and we have no immunity, no resist, like no dark type, no normal type. I guess if you throw in a dark or normal type somewhere, you can definitely have a better matchup with the Shadow Rider, because Shadow Rider has more than 50% usage. So we definitely, like, the core is not terrible, but it needs some rework. Or what do you think, Chad? Still, GG's to Brady, and let's head to the outro. So yeah, GG to Brady. I talked with him about the game 1 situation, and as I already thought, he just forgot that I terrored the Lunala, and that's why he played it the way he did. I made a big mistake not trying to go for the trick room because it was my only out that he maybe forgets about the terror. But yeah, other than that, I think I played it pretty well. I am not convinced at all because I think the team is not really well made for me, to say the least. But if you want to try it out, as always, the rental is in the description below. And yeah, let me know which restricted duos I should play next. And I don't want to lose against the most common restricted pair by any means. But if you have any suggestions, I mean, I tried 6 different restricteds now. I can obviously use a restricted again, but I also want to try maybe Ho-Oh, Dialga, and stuff like that. So if you have any teams in mind that you think that can perform well, you can also send them to me. I don't mind that at all. Or you can link me a good tournament where one of those kind of teams perform well. That being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next week where I will play against probably one of the best players in the world. I've got no words, and I hope you're looking forward to that. Until next time.